Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Samuel. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They go to the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have the running back back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Williams being motion left. Hooker now off play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And it's 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
This out quickly to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hooker wants to change the look.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Hooker's going to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
In motion right, that's Williams. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Purdy now on second down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hooker on first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Hooker.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Throwing. Hooker.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hooker. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. That pass caught, it's Williams.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
With 2 touchdowns on the season,
6 to their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st down, Purdy.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Hooker.
Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
60 yards.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
73 yards.
And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Purdy will throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's good for 28 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Willis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 5. First down, 49ers.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Willis. Touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Forced out to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
And a 49er.
Now Purdy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Check smash, check smash.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now a 2nd and 10. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Come on.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss.